What is up, guys? We are back here with a brand new series. This is classic races. We're gonna coming up to every race weekend and we're gonna bring out a video of a classic race over the years from that circuit, ranging from about 2005 up to 2016, which was the previous season. So for this race, as you can see, we are Kimi Räikkönen in the 2007 Ferrari. Kimi Räikkönen went on to win this race, and we're going to do whatever we can to replicate his victory here in Silverstone and see if we can beat Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso in them beautiful, beautiful looking McLaren Mercedes. Starting P6 behind both of the McLarens, my teammate Felipe Massa, and both Saubers. We're waiting for the 5 lights and we are underway, and we are going to get off to a really bad start. We're going to bog down a little bit. Nico Rosberg is actually going to overtake us. We're going to have a look at him down into turn 1. Kubica goes a little bit wide. He looks a little bit vulnerable. There's a little gap between Heidfeld and Hamilton. We're just going to poke our nose in and they just spread apart. So we're going to go down the inside of both of them cars. And now we've got our teammate of Felipe Massa and Fernando Alonso, who are out ahead in front at the moment. Felipe Massa hopefully going to have a look at Fernando Alonso at some point into this lap. But we're going to do what we can as we move on to this lap. You can see we've got a fantastic run on Felipe Massa. We're going to pull to his outside. We're going to go side by side down the hanger straight. We're going to come in to this corner and we're going to just go around his outside. He brakes way too early, but that's not bad for the first lap. We're moving on a little bit later and we're going so close to the back of Fernando Alonso's car. We almost went straight into the back of him, damaged our car and damaged his rear end. That would not have been good, but luckily we just about managed to avoid it. And we could have really ruined our race again here. Fernando Alonso is slowing down so much. Either he's got a problem or he's playing a little bit of mind games right now. Either way, we're going to have a look. Coming into turn 1, we are so close to his gearbox. We're going to try and take it easy. We're going to almost touch it again. He slows down mid-apex and we just about managed to avoid clattering into the back of that McLaren. But taking it into the pit lane now, we're about halfway through this race. You can see the guys taking their sweet old time with the tyres, putting some fuel in, if you could see that. But a few cars hold us up. But we're actually going to jump Fernando Alonso in the pit lane, so we've actually taken the lead of this Grand Prix, or the net lead of this Grand Prix, once everyone has made their pit stop. So we're currently leading the race, and you can see we've got Fernando Alonso right up our gearbox. He's going to look to make a move, and if he makes it, it's going to be a fantastic move. He's going to hold it, and he actually does make the move on us. So we are going to be looking at the back of that McLaren rear wing once again. It's so frustrating, but you can't deny that Fernando Alonso pulled off a blinding move. Our teammate is just behind us with, I think it's Nick Heidfeld, who's actually behind him. But we're going to move on towards the end of this race now. We've been chasing Fernando Alonso down so hard. We've got a super aggro of Anthony Davidson, who's getting lapped. I mean, come on, 13 laps and you're being lapped. But we're not going to take any notice of that. We're just going to do what we can to have a look at Fernando Alonso. We're going to have a look down his inside. We're going to go side by side for this corner. It's going to be incredibly tight as he squeezes us. We're still going to be side by side coming into the last few sections of corners on the penultimate lap. We're going to have to go around the outside. Alonso gets a bit squeaky under braking. We're going to take advantage and we're going to take the lead on the end of the penultimate lap. So we're going to start the final lap in the lead and we're going to see if we can actually hold on to this. Because if we can hold on to this, then there's been a great race for us, considering we started in 6th. We've had a few mistakes as well. You know, it wasn't exactly a perfect race. We're going to have a look at a replay from on board. And you can see we just got to swip to the inside. And we're going to get a feel for how tight it was. So here, it's not too bad. But obviously as Alonso comes back, we've got to give him enough room, and then here it gets really tight. He veers off to the left and then back to the right, so he's got problems with his braking, which would explain the rest of his braking defence moves in the rest of the Grand Prix. They've been very odd. But nonetheless, we are going to come through the last 3 corners of this racetrack. I'm pretty sure it's 3-1. Yep, 3 corners, there we go. Happy days. We're going to come through and we're going to recreate exactly what Kimi did and win the British Grand Prix in 2007. I doubt there's a chance of him doing it this year, but hopefully there will be a Ferrari on the top step of the podium. If it's Kimi, even better. If it's Vettel, still a good result. But anyway, that's been it for this video, guys. There'll be another one coming up for the following Grand Prix, which I believe is Hungary. I'm pretty sure it's Hungary. But anyway, guys, until then, it's been Chris. I'll see you at the next video. Bye bye.